It is a new year, and that means new goals. Welcome to Bookmark My Words. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Sarah.
As always, please like, share, follow, comment. Tell us what your new reading goal is. If you've seen on our Facebook page, Sarah met and excelled at her reading goal. Stephanie did not. It's fine.
Stephanie's was also higher.
Yeah.
You also read bigger books.
Yeah.
And you were also in school.
In a full-time job and a part-time job. It was a lot of audiobooks. It was the year of audiobooks. I plan on breaking that. We're not doing well.
I really want to go back to physical books this year, but I don't think I'm going to.
And today we're going to share our top 3 hopefuls. Now, I don't know about you. I've got more than just 3.
Oh, yeah, I've got more than just 3.
Like, because my third top hopeful is like a whole book series just because everybody's obsessed with it. And I would kind of like to
Yeah, it
also...
looks like a big one, too.
It's not big. It's just that she writes multiple series. And
they
kind of are all in the same universe.
So they can kind of tie in together.
They can kind of tie into each other.
Gotcha.
But, gosh, dang glasses are. I have no idea where they're at all. So we're just going to wing it.
Ooh, are they in that case?
No. Do you think my glasses would be in my case? It's fine. I'll be okay. If I just don't judge me. I have no idea where my glasses are. Like a true Velma.
Always.
This is the second installment in George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones series. It's called Clash of Kings. Synopsis is, I don't know why I'm talking that way.
Too big of a damn book. She's blind, apparently. A comet, the color of blood and flame, cuts across the sky, and from the ancient citadel of Dragonstone to the forbidden shores of Winterfell, chaos reigns. 6 factions struggle for control of a divided land and the Iron Throne of the 7 Kingdoms, preparing to stake their claims through tempest, turmoil, and war. It is a tale in which brothers plot against brothers and the dead rise to walk in the night. Here, a princess masquerades as an orphan boy. A knight of the mind prepares a poison for treacherous sorceress, and wild men descend from the mountains of the moon to ravage the countryside against a backdrop of incest and fratricide, alchemy, and murder. Victory may go to the men and women possessed of the coldest steel and the coldest hearts. For when kings clash, the whole land trembles.
That's my first one. Obviously, we have the episode where I did the first Game of Thrones book. If you don't want to actually read the whole book, I would suggest it. It is large. It is large. Maybe do audio.
Not for Sarah.
It's not like the TV show. The beginning part's like the TV show. Then it gets away from it.
I just can't keep up with where I'm at. There's a lot.
What do you mean? Like the character individually?
I never know where they're at. I know there's Winterfell. There's that deserty area. I don't even know all the names. I never know where they're at, and I don't want to look at the maps.
Well, that's fine because a lot of times they don't. They always kind of tell you where they're heading.
And they're going on a journey, and it always takes way longer.
Like when they're on the road, they're on the road of the 7 Kings or whatever. The road to King's Landing or whatever they call it.
So this is when she's the face with no name or whatever. The girl with no... What is she?
The girl with no name.
The girl with no name. Thank you.
Well, that's when she's probably...
Is that when she's pretending to be an orphan boy?
When she's roaming around. Remember at one point she was a steward to the Lannisters? That's probably where it's at.
Yeah.
Because even he was like, why is a noble girl, pretending to be a boy? And he didn't know that she was a Stark.
That's right.
That's probably where that's at, I'm guessing. Probably around season 2.
Yeah, I think they followed pretty closely.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
This is the first episode of this year. We're doing
I
fantastic.
know. Oh.
I don't have any glasses. She can't talk. Okay.
Okay. So I guess me. My first hopeful of the new year is the 8th Bridgerton book. I have read like the first 7 and I read them all very fast, but some reason I got to Gregory and oh no, I don't know if it's because he was like a little baby boy and
Like,
because
really, baby.
because I watched the show first and then I started reading and then of course I got faster than the shows. But still, like, he's a baby. Like, even in, like, the latest shows, he's not that old. So it's just like I didn't get to know them as well. I struggled with Francesca too, who was before him.
Yeah,
But
because pretty much just goes after
because
the
like, yeah,
alphabet.
you don't really know her in the shows either. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But this is the 8th book, On the Way to the Wedding by Julia Quinn. Unlike most men of his acquaintance, Gregory Bridgerton believes in true love, and he is convinced that when he finds the woman of his dreams, he will know in an instant that she is the one. And that is exactly what happened. Except she wasn't the one. In fact, the ravishing Mrs. Hermione Watson is in love with another, but her best friend, the ever practical Lady Lucinda Abernathy, wants to save Hermione from a disastrous alliance, so she offers to help Gregory win her over. But in the process, Lucy falls in love with Gregory. Except Lucy is engaged.
Ah,
And her uncle is not inclined to let her back out of the betrothal, even once Gregory comes to his senses and realizes that it is Lucy, with her sharp wit and sunny smile, who makes his heart sing. And now, on the way to the wedding, Gregory must risk everything to ensure that when it comes time to kiss the bride, he is the only man standing at the altar. Okay, now that I've read the synopsis, this sounds like it's gonna have some like really good little twisties.
someone said he was also like a really big rake too.
Oh,
Like before, like even more so than his brothers.
really? And he believes in true love? Huh.
I mean, that's what
I
I
love
read
them
somewhere.
all. I have loved them all. Like I said though, I struggled with the younger kids ones because you didn't get to know them in the series as much because they're just those little kids running around in the
Are
background.
you gonna read their mamas?
I do want to read their moms, yeah.
And then there's someone else.
Yes. Don't they have a Queen Charlotte one? Does she? Or
I
is it just a show? I
I
loved
think
Queen
they
Charlotte's show.
might. They might. It's either her or Lady Danbury. It's one of those
I
two,
would love to read Lady Danbury's story too. She's
but
amazing.
one of those two have one. But I think the one of their mom is back when she was,
Yeah, I think it's when she was courting,
yeah,
if I'm not
back
mistaken.
when she be pre Bridgerton.
Yeah, she was
Also,
on the hunt.
can I just say something? So, mom was watching the movie Downton Abbey.
Oh,
How many of y'all thought that was Downtown Abbey?
stop. Stephanie,
I just can't. I can't.
you watch all the British stuff and you thought that was Downtown Abbey?
I'd never seen the title anywhere. So, like, when mom kept going, Downton, and I was like, what the fuck is she saying it that way? What's wrong with her? Because, I mean, this is the same woman that asked me the other day, is Millie Bobby Brown Bobby Brown's daughter? Which I've had a
Don't
lot of
even get me
people.
started on the parents and the Stranger Things. I went down a rabbit hole on TikTok today with
It's a
that, and apparently
thing.
parents don't pay attention.
No. Yeah. So British names really get me. So sometimes I'm like, Bridgerton, and that's not Bridgerton.
What do I say?
I don't know.
Bridgerton? Oh, I say it right.
You say
I
it
say
right.
it right.
I'm like, Bridgerton.
Well, I always feel like I say Hermione wrong.
I always say Hermione.
That's see? I think that's the right way, but I say Hermione. Harmony.
I pronounce it
I
the way
have
they
to
do in Harry
really
Potter.
think about it to
I
say it like Harry Potter.
yeah,
Harmony.
Hermione.
See? I'm still not saying it right.
Well, that's how they say it, Hermione.
I'm not saying it right.
Oh, okay.
Now who's not listening?
I've got a headache, like, right here.
Because you got no glasses. Okay. Your next one.
My next one is Sarah's scariest book on my bookshelf.
It's like a nightmare.
Dune! It's really close to Dune, Sarah.
Set on the desert planet Arrakis, Dune is the story of the boy Paul
Paul. Mm.
Atreides, who would become known as Moadib, and of a great family's ambition to bring to fruition humankind's most ancient and obtainable dream. A stunning blend of adventure and mystiqueness, environmentalist, and politics. Dune won the first Nobel Award, shared the Hugo Award, and formed the basis of what is undoubtedly the grandest epic in science fiction. You have fun with that one. That's not me. That one's not me.
This is why these are hopefuls.
I don't even think I
Wow, look at that together.
could make it. Yes!
Cool.
That's what I was talking
Could you imagine if
about.
someone wrote a book that was that big?
They probably are out there, and it's probably going to be on your list one day.
I was trying to see if I had.
Where's that big one you had hidden in your desk thing over there? What was that big one?
I think that was this one.
Oh, I thought you just bought that one.
No.
My second one is the prequel to We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. This has been on my to be read list. Honestly, ever since I read the We Were Liars, and then the TV show came out, and I've still not watched that. But I
Oh, yeah.
really want to read the prequel.
Did we do an episode on that?
We Were Liars. I think I talked about it in like a recap one, maybe.
Wait, is it about the? Is it got a burning house?
Yes, it was during my burning house streak.
Wait,
Yes, we did talk about it.
We did have an episode
Yes,
about
there
it.
was a burning house. Family of Liars by E. Lockhart. The prequel to We Were Liars takes readers back to the story of another summer, another generation, and the secrets that will haunt them for decades to come. A windswept private island off the coast of Massachusetts, a hungry ocean churning with secrets and sorrow, a fiery, addicted heiress, an irresistible, unpredictable boy, a summer of unforgivable betrayal and terrible mistakes. Welcome back to the Sinclair family. They were always liars.
Oh. So it's going to follow the same family?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's maybe like the aunts.
Oh, okay.
Or the mom/aunts. Like they're the girls. Is what I think. But yeah. Apparently these have been out a really long time, but TikTok is what
Yeah,
brought
it took
them
off.
back to the. I feel like TikTok has done that for a lot of things. Like music, everything.
Yes and no. Can I just say, don't come at me.
Oh, I don't know about this.
There are a lot of good books out there that aren't smut. Like,
Hmm.
I'm a little tired of everybody's like, oh, I just read it for the smut. And I'm like, why don't you read it for the plot?
I don't even. I mean, I can read smut,
I can read it.
but
I can't consume it all the time.
I want to see murder. I feel like murder is more real than smut.
Overthrow the government!
That, I think that's what it is. The smut is not real. That doesn't happen. Nobody's out here doing that stuff. That is all fake. If you're doing that stuff, kudos. Kudos to you. I wish I had your physique. Maybe is probably some of it. That might be. Maybe I'm lazy.
Your courage. Your.
You do you, boo. But like, overall, that does not happen.
No.
Murder
Happens.
Drugs happen.
Overthrow the government!
That happens.
Not here.
Well, yeah. but maybe one day. Where's your third one? Oh, that's right. I remember.
Because luckily I don't have to read this individually. Because it's a whole series I would like to start because everybody really, really likes it. So I guess I'll talk more about the author. The author is Cassandra Clare. She does the Mortal Instruments, Infernal Devices, and Bane's Chronicles.
Shadow and Bones. Is
No,
that the name of the show?
no.
That's the name of the show I was watching. Right?
Yes. And that is a book series that I would like to get into
Okay.
because that leads into The Six of Crows.
So that's not the show I was watching.
That is the show you're watching because they merged
Like
all
a
of
really
those.
long time ago?
No, they like merged the books
Oh.
because she had a duology like as a spin-off of Shadow and Bones. They're in the same universe, but they're not related. And then she had
Oh.
all of those people in Shadow of Bones. Excuse me. The writers had all those people in Shadow of Bones. It was very confusing.
Oh.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
I didn't like it. Sorry. Um, but she also does Dark Artifacts, Ghosts and Shadows Markets, Eldest Curse, Last Hours. But she's got a lot of, I mean, like, there's just a ton of books. I'm not gonna read all the synopsis, and I physically can't because I don't know where my glasses are. So,
It's a common theme.
yeah, go read it yourself. But
Where's your glasses?
I would very much like to dive into that book universe because everybody I know that has them has all of them, and they're like, once you start, you have to keep going. So, since a Court of Thorns and Roses and Sarah J. Maas isn't clicking with me, maybe I'll try that one.
Oh, yeah.
So, because sometimes like either I click with it or I don't.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try that one instead. I mean, I'm still gonna try to read at least one book by Sarah J. Maas this year, but we'll see.
She's too big for me. I don't like them big books, y'all know. Don't like it. So my third is honestly just a random one that I found uh on my Kindle, and it'll probably be my first one that I start this year. And it is Alice Feeney, His and Hers, and apparently they're turning it into a Netflix.
Oh, okay. That's why I was like, Alice.
I don't know if it's well, I don't know where I read that at. I don't know if it's a movie or if it's a limited series, but I've read something by Alice Feeney, I think.
That name sounds familiar.
She's very along the lines of my killing. She's my killing stuff. Let's see.
My killing. Murder.
Sometimes I lie, good bad girl, rock paper scissors,
Oh, that's why. It's on the list.
my husband's wife.
Oh,
That needs to go on my list.
that was on someone's list I saw on Instagram.
This one says there are two sides to every story, yours and mine, ours and theirs, his and hers, which means someone is always lying. When a woman is murdered in Blackdown, quintessential British village, newsreader Anna Andrews is reluctant to cover the case. Detective Jack Harper is suspicious of her involvement until he becomes a suspect in his own murder investigation. Someone isn't telling the truth, and some secrets are worth killing to keep. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
that's it?
Then it says His and Hers is a twisty, smart psychological thriller, a gripping tale of suspense told by expertly drawn narrators that will keep readers guessing until the very end.
Oh.
Apparently, this came out in 2020.
Oh.
But,
I gotta stop doing that.
and all the reviews are very like, I thought I had it, but that I didn't. But
That's always good. That
she's
means
along the lines of like,
Frida McFadden.
yeah.
See, she's got a lot of books that I've got on the thing. Did you know that she
Going down through here and adding to my want to read.
Did you know that Frida McFadden dresses up so nobody knows who she actually is?
I have heard that.
and they're basing this on it looks like she's wearing a wig, and I wanted to be like, girl, what if she's just bald and just doesn't want to be bald
Or she's like Dolly Parton,
and just don't want to do her hair?
and she wants to go out and not be known when she's
Yeah,
not in.
I love how we automatically relate that to Dolly Parton.
Well, we're from Tennessee.
We're right there.
Like, she's our national treasure.
So, you're not currently reading a book right now, right?
No.
I am currently listening to Sunrise and Reaping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so stressed out for this. Hey, Mitch. I'm so stressed out for him. I I'm not even 50% through, and they're already, excuse me, I'm done with part 1. And then we'll be going into part 2, which I would imagine be them hitting the arena, because we've not even hit the arena yet, and he's already had his whole family threatened. It's like everybody in 12 that he cares about. Snow's just like, gonna get you if you talk about this. And he's just like, okay. Like, what is
Dang.
he supposed to say? Fight the government!
Poor Haymitch.
But he meets a lot of people that are in Katniss's book that are like adults and leading the rebellion. So I'm like,
Uh,
oh, I know your name. I know your name. And then at one point, Snow starts to talk about 12, District 12. And I'm guessing he's like in his late 50s at this point.
mm,
No, maybe like 60s. But like, he's older and he's like talking about 12. And he's like, because Hey Mitch has like a little girlfriend and she's like from the same Covey family as Lucy Gray. And he's like, what's your girl's name? I better guess it. And then when he tells her, he's like, oh yeah, because they do colors and birds. And Hey Mitch is like, how does he know that? I'm so scared. How does he know that? That's only a Covey thing, and they're not even 12 people. Also, I'm super excited about the movie because someone said that the actor has really practiced on his Appalachian accent.
oh,
They said he's gone through and found that he's supposed to have an Appalachian accent. So
good luck, hun.
it's like, oh, what part?
Yeah, that's true. That is no
What
lie.
part?
You've got the hills
Us.
in Kentucky,
Yeah.
and then you've got Virginia.
You've got people that even
They
argue
say,
about how to say Appalachian.
yes, apparently. I did not realize that was a thing until I married a Kentuckian.
But yeah, so that's some of the stuff um I've been reading lately. Super stressed out about it, but I can't like I'm listening to an audiobook because I'm borrowing it from the library on my phone, and so I normally always like to do audiobooks that way so that way I don't take up so much memory of my phone. Because if you do like their like digital reads,
Mm-hmm.
it takes up memory on your phone, and
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm like, no. So, and with me not working as much,
Yeah.
I've been listening to it in the mornings and in downtimes, like when I'm trying to do laundry or something like that. If you have not watched all of Stranger Things, I'd hate to say this, but stop listening right now. Just stop. Because Sarah is going to explode if she does not talk about Stranger Things on here.
I love it.
If you've not watched the very last episode, stop listening. Okay, that is
Okay, so
2
like
warnings.
I wasn't even a super fan going
No,
into this.
I made you watch it.
Like I've watched all the seasons leading up to this one. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to sit down tomorrow and watch the new season." Like I waited. I didn't like watch the first part, then watch the second part, wait for the finale. I
Yeah.
wasn't one of those. I was like, I'm gonna binge it all at once. Like, I did not think I would like it as much as I liked it. They did a phenomenal job. I don't get the hate. Like, have you been seeing some of the hate?
Yeah, a lot of it
I don't get it.
I I think it's because they didn't give a clear-cut answer.
Yeah, but
You
like,
know how a lot of people want their
sometimes you don't
endings.
get that.
but I kind of think of it like, the ending of Supernatural for me.
Yeah.
It could have gone differently, but it still ended well.
I kind of liked that we didn't have a clear cut, though.
I do too. Because
It's
my
very Stranger Things.
if my and that's what someone said. They said you end it on the same way of how did this all come to be?
Mhm.
And now you're ending it on, well,
Yeah,
is that really how it happened?
there were a lot of parallels to the first episode.
I knew, like, there were certain moments, like when she put her hand up against the glass when she was in the tank. I went, "Oh, Papa." And then I was like, "Oh, but that's Dad." And then he actually did it back where Papa didn't.
Mhm.
And then what else was it I noticed?
I felt like that was her goodbye too.
Yeah.
I think deep down that was originally when she was gonna say goodbye.
Did you know that they actually had the actors record multiple
I heard that.
different things
Endings.
because they wanted to kind of test how they
Mhm.
wanted to end it? And there was an ending where Mike and Eleven ended up together, and then there was an ending where Mike and Will ended up together. And then they were like,
Really?
yeah, and then they were like, "No, no, that doesn't base off of Mike's character."
No. Mike is Will's Tammy.
Yes.
Watch the show.
Yeah. Which
Also,
I've always said that Mike always kinda knew, which is why he
yeah.
never looked at Will differently when he explained it. I get
I mean, you
this
always kind of know.
that scene was just a little too long.
I didn't think that it was too long. I think it needed to come at a different time.
Yeah.
Like maybe earlier, not when we're at like go time. And I get like why he had his epiphany when he did. I get that it was correlating with the Vecna thing and all that. It, at the same time, like he walks in and is like, "Hey, we're getting ready to have to leave."
Yeah, we
And
got
then
5
we've got
minutes.
to sit down and have this deep, emotional, very important moment in life.
Do
Like,
you think it's because he thought he was gonna die? I'm like someone,
maybe.
what was the point of having that moment if you didn't have Will and Vecna go against each other instead of Vecna and Eleven?
Well, I mean, he still went into his brain,
Yeah.
so he still could have turned it on him. That was why he wanted to do it, right?
Yeah.
To keep him from because at one time he got to him so much
Yeah.
that
He turned his
11 had to go in
thoughts.
and save him again.
Yeah,
So, maybe that.
maybe.
Also, though, I will say, I didn't realize how much Joyce, like, volunteered Jonathan up for everything. She was like, "Oh, no, Will, you can't do that." And then she was like, "Jonathan, you could go."
I did notice that. I did kinda notice that, but
But, I mean, I do see that there's reasons. Like, I was reading comments on some but it is like some of them said, though, like, Will has that connection to the Upside Down. Will has that trauma. He's also still technically a child. Jonathan is a grown man.
yeah, 'cause, like, at this point, they're, like, almost 20.
And like they said, as wrong as it may be, Joyce has always treated him like the man of the house.
Yeah,
So that's probably, I think that's what it really comes down to. But it was funny because it looked like, no, Will, you can't
yeah.
do that. You can go. I bawled like a baby. I cried during his scene, his coming out scene.
I didn't,
It wasn't like boo-hoo, but I teared up.
but I did think it was, like, really, 'cause we also gotta think about, like,
The time
the
period.
time period. Like, now we would look at someone and go, "Dude, yeah, like, everybody's gay."
Yeah, okay. Well,
Like, you're not a new person. But back then,
but like they were saying, yeah, back
it's
then
taboo.
his life would be a lot harder. I mean, and still even today it's harder
Yeah,
on some levels, but back then it's
not so
really
closeted.
hard.
Back then, it was closeted.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine.
No. And then you've got I felt like okay, and I even looked this up online, and everybody else said the same thing. What was with the cursing? Like, the first few episodes, the cursing was
Yeah,
constant.
they did use a lot.
Like, they normally just, like, shit, damn, hell. And then
They
they
did use
got
a lot.
they went up a notch, which someone was like, "Oh, they asked, the brothers talked about that, and they said, well, when you're kind of dealing with something like the Upside Down, every now and then you just got to let out a GD." And I was kind of like, mm, but this is still technically for kids, like a little bit, like middle school.
Yeah.
So maybe
I mean,
didn't
it
have
felt
to change
like
that.
all of them
All of
were
them.
saying it all the time. And, like, don't get me wrong, I can't even imagine in, like, all the pressure they were under and all that stuff, like, I would be cussing a lot, but I don't think that would be
My go-to word.
my go-to word. Also, I love Derek.
I love Derek. You know what immediately I thought of?
Yeah.
Your child.
Yes.
But like meaner.
Yes.
I was like, oh yeah, that's him, but meaner.
Yeah. Yeah, I love him so much.
And then my favorite characters didn't get like an ending. Because my number one favorite character of all time is Erica.
Yeah, she's great. They
She's the
didn't do
best.
an ending for her.
She was making like a contraption to blow out
Oh,
confetti.
yeah, but that
That's
was
it.
it.
That's it. She didn't say like, see ya nerds, like nothing. No words, nothing. And then Murray.
I love Murray too.
Murray,
Like, why was he at graduation?
was he?
Why wasn't
Oh,
he?
why wasn't he? I have
Like,
no
he's
idea.
watched these kids grow up practically.
Maybe he was just like, see ya.
Like, I'm getting the heck out
Also,
of Hawkins.
can we just say how awesome Murray is to keep coming back? Because he lives in a whole different state.
Yeah.
He lives in Illinois, but Murray lives in Illinois. He kept coming back. When the Russians, Joyce needed his help, she was just like, and he flew across the country to
Yeah.
California. Like,
Santa.
yeah. Like he's an OG. Like he's a friend for life. He's gonna somehow end up in New York with
Oh, yeah.
or wherever with Hoppin.
Do you? Okay. So, apparently, they had to cut like 5 hours
Yeah.
of stuff. So, do you think that okay, let me back up.
Okay.
Joyce
Yes.
and Hopper get engaged, right?
Yay.
Did you clock the ring?
Was that the same ring as that?
Yes, that
Yeah.
Jonathan tossed. So there's a theory that maybe one of the cut scenes is
Hopper finds it.
Hopper finds it when he hides in that plastic doom room.
Whatever the heck that was. I kept
And
wondering.
that's what he uses. Or someone said that Jonathan, being kind of the poor student or whatever he was, did he have a job? I mean, do they have time for a job when they're fighting the ups? I
They
don't
were
know.
quarantined.
Oh, yeah. They think that he wouldn't have left that engagement ring, so that they
Oh.
think maybe Hopper asked for his permission,
Oh.
and that was like his symbol of, yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I did clock the ring. 'Cause I was
Or
like,
maybe they just ran out of money to buy
a different
a
ring.
different ring for Joyce. But I want to go with the other theories.
I do too.
Either one of them. I am also glad though that they unproposed to each other.
Yes. I didn't think they were a good mix.
I no,
I mean, I
like
didn't
I
like.
liked him in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then it just felt forced. But I'm also glad she didn't get back with Steve.
Yeah, I didn't want her with Steve. She needs to go do her own thing.
Mhm.
She needs
I
to go
am sad
do
she dropped out of school though.
Nancy Drew. She
Yeah.
needs to go be Nancy Drew for a little while. Explore the country. She needs to have her own stuff where she's like chasing after the government and they're doing
Mhm.
all this weird science stuff and she's all like, I'm gonna expose you.
Also, I wish we would have seen more of the parent Wheelers.
Right.
They were so kick ass in those last couple.
We get like 2 minutes of Ted and Karen using golf clubs and wine bottles to
They
beat the.
you know where Mike and Nancy get it from?
I like the way they didn't register in their brain that there was a weird thing in their house. They
Yeah,
were just
they're just
like,
like, get the hell out.
just
Yeah.
going for it. And it was like, okay.
And when she blew them up in the freaking...
So someone, did you see the TikTok of the girl that she was like, I told y'all that the commercials for Stranger Things were all linked to the show. They were all
So where she's like the laundry.
the laundry
She does Tide commercials?
Tide commercial, and she throws something
What's
in
the Discover one?
flamethrower.
Did they
Nancy asked
buy
for
it?
a flamethrower and pumpkins. And in the beginning, Elle's bursting pumpkins, and
Oh.
there was something else she asked for. I can't remember what, but then she was like when Jonathan was in the background and he went flowers, and she went, what he meant to say was a flamethrower. And then she has a flamethrower. They have flamethrowers in the very
Yeah.
end. And it's like, how'd you get a flamethrower? Her Discovery card and cash back. What was the other one? Ted and Target.
I don't think I knew about the Ted and Target.
Ted was walking around Target.
Was Target even out in the 80s?
Apparently they were in certain places.
Oh. I doubt it was in Indiana.
Yeah, he went. It was apparently because it was the first commercial out where Ted wakes up when uh the whole split happens,
Mhm.
and he has a bowl of cheese balls on his lap, and he jumps and he spills the cheese, and he's like, "Oh, Karen, where are the cheese balls?" And then he goes to Target to buy more cheese balls.
Oh.
I thought it was kind of neat. I thought it was a little forced there for a while. Like all of the commercials, I was like, "What's?"
Yeah, I thought it was weird,
I
but
was
I
like,
never
"Why are
thought,
we? Why is
huh.
everything Stranger Things?" But someone said they did that in order to help pay for the show in
I mean, that
itself.
makes
I
sense.
mean,
That was some graphics.
yeah. Also, I felt like it was a little bit gorier this time too.
Yeah, but like,
Not in a bad way.
I don't, yeah, I was going to say
Like a final battle
at the
gory.
same time, like that one, I feel like Raylan could watch.
Yeah.
Like there were a couple seasons that I'm like, I don't know, cuz like he has dreams. He's got a very active imagination, so he dreams a lot. So, and
Homies.
that's what like otherwise he'd be fine. But
Yeah. Like the
I
zombie
feel
ones.
like yeah, those
He's like his Aunt Stephanie. Can't do zombies.
yeah, like
Just can't
no
do it too much.
zombies. Yeah, he's like waking up, zombies killing mom, and it's bad.
I
So
always have dreams of people leaving me. They just leave me.
I always die in Raylan's. I don't know. I'm
He's really worried about
very worried about me.
you.
I gotta
Oh,
get my life right.
we gotta work out. We gotta
We are.
swing that bat with all the nails in it.
Yes, we
Oh,
got this.
my gosh.
Maybe I just need to break a wine bottle.
I like the way he was just like, what is that? And it's
I
just
know.
the lights are flickering. Karen, and
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
know.
oh
He's
my
so
god.
like when he's like sitting there and he's like, pass the bacon. Pass the bacon. Holly, pass the bacon. And she passes the bacon, then it gets to him and there's no bacon.
There's one
Because
bacon.
everybody's ate it on the way down.
Ted Wheeler
Poor Ted.
is
I
feeding
mean,
everyone.
nobody even visited him in the hospital.
I thought about that too.
Like,
I went, well, there's Karen. Where's Ted?
nobody's visiting Ted.
But he
Poor
lived.
Ted. But he lived. He was at the graduation, so we're fine.
Could you imagine being Karen Wheeler?
There's so many things that I could be talking about with Stranger Things.
I think it ended well.
I do.
I think they could have ended it a million different other ways.
Oh, yeah.
Um, like I said, I think it's kind of like the same way I feel about Supernatural. Could it end it differently? Yeah. Did I like the ending? Also, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like neutral.
I think, yeah. I think they did a good job. I don't think it was rushed. I really was worried. I thought, how are they going to wrap this up? I have so many questions.
I didn't like the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Well, see, that's in those first several,
I
I
was
was
like,
like, how are we going to finish this all up?
what are we doing?
I am so lost. I don't understand all these pieces. Like, y'all are making me more confused than I was to begin with.
Yeah.
And then they did it. They did
Oh.
it. They landed the ship.
I just would have just point out one thing. So someone was talking about Mr. Clark. They
Mm.
said, that man is a freaking genius. What is he doing teaching middle school
No joke.
science? They went that he explained every season they go to him for something. And they
Mm-hmm.
said, without a doubt, he just immediately explains things.
Right.
And then he's like, hypothetical. And it's like, sir, you just described a wormhole to a bunch of middle schoolers and they understood it.
Right?
Also, what kind of science lessons were they given in the 80s?
I know. Wormholes?
Wormholes?
Was that really?
Oh wait, is this
We need to
AP
ask
science?
Mom if she learned about wormholes. Well, she graduated 83.
So she'd be high school.
She would be high school.
If she wasn't learning it in high school, they weren't learning it in middle school.
I need
Either
to
way,
know.
what a fantastic science. And Dustin being valedictorian.
I know. But
I think
also, when did they go to school?
I don't know, but I bet you he did it just so that way he can graduate just like Eddie.
I know, yeah.
I was like, oh, when someone pointed that out, I went, oh.
And Max was in a coma and still graduated with their class.
But they had 18 months in between.
She did some major making up.
Yeah, they did. That might be why she didn't go to college. She wasn't going to college.
Maybe.
But I'm glad they were in game.
Oh, yeah.
I was
I'm
like,
glad they were in
yes.
game too.
I'm glad she didn't
Yeah.
wake up and go, just kidding, I don't like you. I don't
After
want to.
listening to that dang Kate Bush song, repeat. I love when she was like, "Are you tired of it?" And he's like, "Yes."
Yeah. But I kept playing it for you, love.
That hill.
But yeah, I don't think Mike and Elle were in game.
No.
No, she was first love, not forever love.
But I don't think he'll move on.
No.
He's gonna be a sad, lonely writer.
Okay. I swear we're going to stop talking about this in a minute. I might cut this part out. Did you notice? So someone else pointed this out. They were like, Mike was wearing glasses at the end that were exactly like Henry's.
Where? When?
When he's typing, Mike has never worn glasses. And yet at the very last scene you see Mike, when he's typing out the board game stuff, he's wearing fucking glasses that look exactly like Henry's.
You know, he said some weird shit too. What did he say that
Well, he called Mrs. Byers
Mrs. Byers
Joyce.
Joyce? And then was he the one that mentioned the milkshakes at
No, that was Will.
that was Will. But they don't have milkshakes anymore?
Yeah. Which I'm like someone that said, someone was like, well, just because they don't have it now doesn't mean they didn't have it when he was little.
That's true. It could have been in their
Someone
early
was like, that could have
childhood.
been their early childhood. They're like, think of how many stories changed when you were little.
That's true. Okay, that one. But the Miss Joyce, the Mrs. Byers one, he has never called
He's
her
never
Joyce.
called her Joyce. Unless here again, someone was like, maybe it's a sign of maturity where he doesn't feel like
Yeah,
she's Mrs.
they had been through so much.
Joyce. Like,
Yeah.
but I thought it was very weird. Off.
I did not. I don't remember the glasses
The
though.
it like struck me as weird, and I thought, fuck, he get glasses. And then he's typing out, and I'm on the ship of Mike made a game called Stranger Things. Like, that's kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons role playing game. And someone was like, do you think maybe they ended it right there so that way you could you end it your own way?
Oh.
Because Dungeons and Dragons, you can end it
Right.
multiple
It's your
different
own,
ways.
it's like a role playing.
But at the same time, they're like, the dice landed on 7. And in season 1, episode 1, Will said, I rolled a 7, the Demogorgon got me.
What?
The
So who rolled the 7?
I don't know, it's just laying next to the board game. And that's what someone was like, because that everybody kept talking about. They were like, oh, Will rolled a 7. And you know, 7's come up quite a bit throughout the season. So I rolled a 7, I rolled this, I rolled that. But in the very first episode, when we rolled the dice to see if the Demogorgon had gotten him, he rolled a 7. And he looked at Mike and told him that. And then he jumps on his bike and he goes home. And that's when he gets captured by the Demogorgon.
The Demogorgon.
So yeah, that is our rant about books. beginning of the new year, and Stranger Things.
Happy New Year. Sorry.
We hope you have a fabulous Tuesday, an amazing week, and a fabulous year. We will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.